Good afternoon, basketball fans. This is Dwayne Watts speaking to you from the Grand Island Central Catholic Gymnasium with a Mid-Nebraska Conference game between the Superior Wildcats and the Grand Island Central Catholic Crusaders. On the left, you in the light, is the Crusaders from Grand Island Central Catholic in the light jerseys, and in the dark, or the red ones, are the Wildcats from Superior. A shot that is taken by the Crusaders, no good, and the ball is controlled now by number 25 of Superior, and that's Ziegler. Ziegler passes off over to Hobby. Meyer with the ball. Over to Sheets. He takes a shot. It is no good. Rebounded by Central Catholic. Dunn takes the rebound. Passes off to Janke, who works it across the middle mark. Over to Wagner. Grand Island Central Catholic in control of the ball. Into the post to Janovic, who lays it up. Janovic, good for 2 points, but he's fouled. At the line is Janovic for Central Catholic. The shot is up and it's to the right. No good. Rebounded by Superior. Lane with the ball in the center of the court. Passes one into the corner to Hobby. Back out to Meyer. Meyer shoots. No good. Rebounded by Superior, and the shot up and good by Sheets of the Wildcats of Superior. So the ball game is tied up at 2-2. Crusaders of Grand Island Catholic work the ball down. Wetzel's shot from in the corner is no good. Ball is controlled by Central Catholic, and a shot good by Wetzel of Grand Island Central. Grand Island Central Catholic. 4-2 is the score, with the Crusaders out in front. Superior with the ball. Here you see Lane. Sheets' shot is no good, but a foul is called. And that foul is on Janke of Grand Island Central Catholic. Janke with one foul. At the line is Sheets. It'll be a two-shot foul. The first one is no good. Number 35, Sheets. The second shot is good. Score 4-3. Grand Island Central Catholic leads by 1. Beauty laid in by number 24, Janke of Superior with the ball. The shot by Meyer is no good. Grand Island Central Catholic with the ball. Taking a shot is done. It's no good. Cleared by Superior. A long shot that was no good. 5 minutes exactly remaining in the first quarter. Here you see with the ball, Wagner, good. Shot by Paul Janke. Makes the score 8-3 with Grand Island in the lead. Ziegler, number 25, passes off to Sheets. In under the basket to number 25, Ziegler. We'll see if it counts. The basket was good. The basket does count. So credit Ziegler with 2 points. Makes the score 8-5 with Grand Island in the lead. And at the line for Superior is Ziegler. His shot is no good. Grand Island Central Catholic clears the board. Janke with the ball. Off to Wagner. Back over to Janke, who drives in, tries to lay one up, but a foul is called. This time on number 25 is Ziegler. Terry Ziegler, number 25. At the line goes Janke for Grand Island Central Catholic. You'll be getting 2 shots. The first one is good. 9-5, Grand Island. 9-5, Grand Island. Now it's It's 10-5. Grand Island by 5. Here's Superior. A long shot by Meyer is no good. The board is cleared this time momentarily. There, Central Catholic finally comes up at the middle mark. Janke with the ball. Off to Dunn, then to Wagner. And a beauty, a long one by Wetzel. Makes the score 12-5. Wetzel pumps it along, 2 points. Sheet shot for Superior is no good. Here goes Janke, lays it up, and it's no good, but a whistle and a pushing foul is called against Superior. Terry Ziegler. 12-5, Superior trailing in the ball game. This will be Janke at the line. His first shot is good. 3:40 to be played in the first quarter. Janke's second shot bounces to the right. It'll be Superior's ball in because Grand Island had a toe, one of their men had a toe across the line. Had he made the shot, it would not have counted. Here's Lane, you see, with the ball. Passes off. Hobby with a shot that's good for Superior. 13-7. Superior trails by 6. Janke for Grand Island Central Catholic. Here's Wagner. Off to Janke. Back out court to Wagner. Into Dunn, passes over into the court to Janovec. He tries a shot, no good. Under the basket, Dunn tries another shot, is no good. And a whistle and a foul is called on Janovec of the Crusaders. At the line will go number 45, Meyer, for the Wildcats. With one shot, it's up and good. 13-8, Grand Island leads. Janke in control of the ball across the timeline. Off to Wagner. Janke again. Janke into the corner. Back out to Wagner. Across court over to Janovic. Passes into Janke, and a foul is called this time on Hobby of the Superior Wildcats. Your referees today are Al Kinker and Charlie Sheffield from Grand Island. The shot is up and no good. Rolls off to the right. Out of bounds, referee Charlie Sheffield says. So it'll be Superior's ball in with the score 13-8. Grand Island in front with 2:35 remaining in the first quarter. Meyer's shot is to the left, rebounded by Grand Island Central Catholic. Wetzel, you see, with the ball, then off to Janke. Shot by Wetzel is perfect. Makes it 15-8 with 2:08 remaining in the first quarter. Grand Island Central Catholic leading. In under the basket, a shot is taken by Meyer, was no good. Pumps it up again, and it's good for 2. Meyer good for 2 points, 15-10. A minute and 45 to go in the first quarter. Janke for Grand Island. Here you see Wetzel. Janovic from deep in the corner, good for a pair. Janovic. 17-10, Grand Island Central Catholic with a minute and 29 seconds to be played in the first quarter. Superior losing the ball, evidently out of bounds. We'll wait and see. Now there is a foul called, and we have gotten no indication. Alan, did you get it? The foul is on Bill Dunn. Okay, thank you. 33 Hobby at the line. Rolls around, and it's good. 17-11, Superior down. Janke for Grand Island. Off to Wagner. It drives into the key, off to the left-hand side. To Wetzel with a shot, short. Janke rebounds, but it'll be ruled a jump ball, and jumping will be Janke and Ziegler. Janke from Grand Island, Ziegler from Superior. And the tip was controlled by Dunn. Here's a shot by Janke, good. Janke for 2 more points, 19-11, with less than a minute remaining in the first quarter. Superior with the ball. Ziegler and Lane work it back and forth. In under the basket, a pass off intended for Sheets, but a foul was called, and Sheets will go to the line, and the foul was called on Tom Wetzel. We have a substitution coming in for Grand Island Central Catholic. Out comes Janovic, and a timeout has been called, and we'll check the substitution for you. Theron into the lineup, the new boy for Grand Island Central Catholic. The shot by Hobby was no good. And a jump ball between Janke and Sheets. Ball controlled by Wetzel. Passes off to Janke of Grand Island Central Catholic. In the Mid-Nebraska Conference, this is a real important game for Superior. They stand at 4-1 in the league, and with a win tonight, they'll wind up in a 3-way tie for first place with St. Cecilia and Geneva if they win tonight. Here's a shot for Grand Island. That shot was taken by Wetzel, but no good, and the Wildcats clear the board. Meyer with the ball. Back out to Lane, and there's the buzzer. And it went through the hook, but the buzzer had sounded prior to the time the ball left the hands of the boy who shot it, and does not count. So the score at the end of the first quarter is Grand Island Central Catholic 19 and Superior 11. Beginning in the second quarter with the flip of the ball into the air, controlled by the new boy, Barron, into the Crusaders lineup. Wagner off to Wetzel, then back to Wagner again. Here you see Wetzel. Grand Island in the light jerseys. Here's Wagner. Wetzel again, who drives into the corner. Drives all the way in under the basket. Passes one off over to Dunn, who tries a shot, no good, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it would have been touched last by a Crusader man. Throwing it in for the Wildcats is Lane. Working it down across the timeline is Ziegler, number 25. Shot by Sheets. Bang! Good for 2 points. A beauty by Sheets. 19-13 is the score. Grand Island leading in the ball game. Janke is working with only 1 foul on him. Let's see. We have 2 fouls on Dunn. That's the only serious amount of foul trouble that they're in. Here's another shot. And the ball is controlled by Superior. Checking this further, Terry Ziegler has 2 fouls on him for Superior. Shot by Sheets is everywhere but in. A fight for it. Superior comes up with it. Meyer tries to drive up for a shot, but is charged with walking, so he loses the ball to Grand Island. Janke in with the ball, throwing it into Wetzel, back to Janke, who works it across the middle mark. Wagner here on this side. Janke at the top of the key. Back out court to Wagner, over to Janke again. Wetzel with a shot for Grand Island, no good. Rebounded by Superior, but a foul is called on Wagner of Grand Island Central Catholic. That's the first foul on him. Janke has a total of 8 points so far in the ball game. Wetzel has 6-7. Shot was no good. Here's Wagner with the ball for Grand Island Crusaders. Wetzel off to Wagner again. Back over to Wetzel. Janke. A shot by Janke was long, no good. Shot by Dunn, out of bounds. The ball goes, and it'll be Grand Island's ball in. 19-13. Second quarter, 6 minutes to play. Grand Island in front. Wagner with the ball for Grand Island Central Catholic. Janke from in the key shoots. No good. Overshot it. Rebounded by Superior. Sheets or Hobby with the ball. This is Lane. Lane drives, pumps one up, but it's no good. Boards are cleared by Grand Island. Barron with the ball. Now it's Janke. Wagner into the key to the left-hand corner with a shot by Barron. It was no good, and Superior comes up with control of the ball. Ziegler works it across the timeline for the Wildcats. Sheets into the post. The shot was taken by Superior, but was no good. Never got near the hook. And Janke comes out of the mess with it, in control of the ball. Grand Island Central Catholic. This is Wetzel with a shot that is good. 21-13, Grand Island, 4:27 remaining in the first half. Lane with the ball for the Wildcats. A shot by Meyer is no good. The rebound taken by the Crusaders. Janke has it. Pumps off to Wagner, in under the basket to to Dunn, who took the shot, but it was no good, but he was fouled. And the foul was called on Dan Meyer of Superior. That's foul number 2 on him. With the score reading 21 for Grand Island and 13 for Superior, there is a timeout. It's a one-on-one shot for Dunn at the line for Central Catholic. On the season, Superior comes in at 12-4. The shot by Dunn is good. And the Crusaders come into tonight's tied, or that is even, 8-8. The next shot is also good, and it makes it 23-13. Grand Island out in front of Superior. Superior with the dark uniforms on your screen. Grand Island Central Catholic in the light jerseys. A beauty, a shot by Sheets for Superior. Good from way deep in that corner. Wetzel with a shot, overshot the bucket a long ways. Meyer with a long pass to Lane. He's under the basket, waits for the Grand Island man to go on by, but he's charged with traveling. As he waited for the Superior man to go by, he slid a foot. Not 12 inches, but one of those that he walks on. And of course is charged with walking. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remain in the half. A shot by Janke. That shot was by Wetzel, incidentally. No good, and Lane with the ball for the Wildcats now for Superior. Here's a shot by Hobby, no good. A whistle and a foul is called on Janke, I believe. He has not, there goes his arm into the air. This will be a one-on-one shot, and that's foul number 3 on him. 23-15, 3 minutes and 12 seconds remain to be played in the half. Sheets at the line. The first shot is good, so he'll get the bonus. That's 5 points in this second quarter for him, plus the 3 he had prior is 8. And now make it 9 because that point was good, and the score 23-17. The Crusaders leading the Wildcats. Central Catholic with the ball. Wetzel drives, pumps it, it's no good. Rebounded by Superior. Big, long, tall Meyer, number 45, gains control of it. Working it down is Ziegler, passes off to Sheets, back out to Meyer with a long shot that's no good, and a tip goes out of bounds, and it'll be Grand Island Central Catholic's ball in. Probably noticed here that Fred Northrup's Crusaders like to play a deliberate style of game. They move the ball around and look for the right percentage shot most of the time. And so far, you'll recall they haven't really turned the ball over to speak of. A beauty for Grand Island. Makes it 25-17. The Crusaders are kind of the team that you got to beat because they just aren't going to beat themselves. That's all there is to that. Here's Meyer with the ball for the Wildcats. Ziegler with a shot, but it was no good, and a foul is called against Wetzel. And that is foul number 2 on him. Wetzel has 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 points. At the line, of course, is Ziegler. He has 2 points so far. This will be getting 2 shots here, the first of which is no good. Neither of the shots are good. By Ziegler. Here's Janke with the ball for the Crusaders. You know, the Wildcats have not had school this week due to a flu epidemic. In fact, Coach Gary Kyle said he hasn't had half of his squad together for more than a week. A couple of great coaches with whom we've been working here tonight, Coach Northrup and Coach Kyle. And we'd like to pass right here and now along our thanks to them for their cooperation and their help. This is Lane with the ball for the Wildcats of Superior. Here goes Hobby in under the basket, but he lays it out to Meyer, and they'll rule it a jump ball between Meyer and Dunn. Meyer of Superior, Dunn of Grand Island Central Catholic. Ball is controlled by Barron. Bounce passes one back to Wagner, who brings it across what we're going to call right now, because when we were doing these games years ago, we at least like to refer to the timeline once during the game as the 50-yard line, so he brought it across the 50-yard line, and he just did it again. All right, it'll be Superior's ball in. Ziegler into Meyer, then back to Ziegler. Over to Hobby, into the corner from where he shoots one. It's no good. Wagner rebounds for the Crusaders, but a foul is called on Meyer of the Superior Wildcats, and that's foul number 3 on him. And that will send Wagner to the line for Grand Island Central Catholic with 49 seconds remaining to be played in the first half, and this will be a 1-and-1 shot. His first shot is no good. He doesn't get the bonus. Lane with the ball. Passes off to Hobby, in and under and up and good. Hobby pumps a couple in, 25-19 with 35 seconds to be played in the first half. Grand Island Central Catholic leading Superior. Wagner in under the basket to Janke. He turns and shoots one, but it was no good, and the ball goes out of bounds. They ruled that it was touched in there last by a Wildcat man, so it'll be Dunn throwing in for the Crusaders of Grand Island Central Catholic as they control the ball. "12 seconds to be played. Janke in and good for 2. 27-19 with 5 seconds to be played. This may be a long shot. Hobby's long one is up and away, and there's the buzzer, and that's the sound of the end of the first half with the score reading. Grand Island Central Catholic 27, Superior Wildcats 19. Well, we'll try to get with it a little more this time. Boy. With 8 seconds having been played in the third quarter. Here's Grand Island Central Catholic with the ball. That's Wagner off to Janke. Janke drives, pumps it up, and rims the hook with one, and it's no good, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Lane throwing it in for the Wildcats of Superior. 27-19, Grand Island Central Catholic leads Superior. Ziegler with a shot from deep in the corner, good for 2. 27-21, Superior trails. Grand Island controls. A shot by Wetzel was no good. And I believe it's a jump ball that's going to be called. The referees, Charlie Sheffield and Al Keener. Nope, it'll be called a foul as they discussed it and ruled the situation a foul, and the foul is foul number 1. And Alan, can you tell me on whom that foul was called? Dave Janovic. We have Alan Hartley helping us here with a few statistical records. The shot by Wagner, or correct that, by Meyer, is good. 27-22 as the Wildcats pull within 5. Grand Island with the ball. There's a shot that it was no good by Dunn, and a foul is called again. This time on Meyer of Superior. And that will send Dunn for Grand Island Central Catholic to the line. That's foul number 4 on him, incidentally, with one, and Dunn will be getting 1 shot only. And it's in and out, no good. The tip-in is tried, no good. And another one goes through, pumped through there by number 52, and that's Janovic. 29-22, Grand Island corrected. It was Bill Dunn that should be given credit for that pair of points. Ron Hobby lays another 2 in for the Wildcats, 29-24. 6:40 to be played in the 3rd quarter. Grand Island leads in the ball game. Janke with the ball for Grand Island, off to Wetzel. Wetzel from in that corner shoots, no good. The rebound taken by Superior. Meyer with the ball, off to Lane. Lane on the side, over to Hobby. Meyer from the top of the key, shoots, overshoots the bucket, no good. A fight for it, Grant. Here goes Wagner all by himself. He's into the key, the ball is up, and it's through the hoop for 2. Wagner lays a couple in, 31-24, Grand Island, with 6:01 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Ziegler with the ball for Superior. Here you see Sheets with a shot. That is good. Sheets, number 35, good for a pair. 31-26, Superior trails in the ball game. Janke works the ball across the middle mark for Grand Island Central Catholic. And a foul is called on Dunn of Grand Island, and that's foul number 2 on Dunn. It's an offensive foul, so the Wildcats will throw the ball in. Lane in to Ziegler for Superior. Superior in the dark jerseys. The shot was pumped up by Ziegler, number 25, but it was no good, and Grand Island Central Catholic rebounds. Remember, stay tuned when this game is over for the finals of the Class C district tourney from Grand Island High, St. Cecilia, and Sutton. Palming the ball, so Superior will lose it. Referee Al Kinker charged him with palming the ball, so Wagner will throw it in for the Crusaders of Grand Island. Janke with the ball. Off to Wagner, back over to Janke again. Goes down deep into the corner. He shoots one from there. It will not count because a foul was called prior to the time he shot on number 33, and that is Hobby. Foul number 2 on Hobby. 1 shot only. Janke at the line for the Crusaders, and the shot is good. 32-26. "13 points for Janke so far. The shot by Superior no good, and a whistle, and a foul is called on a new boy who's come into the Superior lineup. Number 41 is Mike Johnson. Number 41 is Johnson. That sends Dunn to the line with 1 shot for Grand Island. That's foul number 1 on Johnson. Johnson's shot is way short, no good. Rebounded by Superior. Sheets has it. Off to Ziegler, who'll work it across the line. Hobby with a shot from the right side, overshot the bucket. Sheets, good for a pair. 32-28, the Superior pulls within 4. Janke for Grand Island Central Catholic. There you see Janovic back to Wetzel. Off to Janke. There's Wetzel again to Janke. Passes into Wagner, and he couldn't get it away. Bounced past it, back out. Oh, in and out as Janovic laid that one up there. The basket will count, and Allen, who gets credit for it? It'll be Dunn gets credit for the shot. Or Johnson gets credit for the shot? Johnson fouls. Mike Johnson, if that's right. If Superior fouls, Johnson fouls, and Dunn gets the shot. The free throw is no good. 34-28, as that basket did count. An offensive foul is charged against the Wildcats. An offensive foul against number 33, Hobby. Oh, they call it a double foul. In addition to Hobby, there'll be a foul on Wagner. So they'll jump for it. A double foul. They'll jump for it at the center of the court. And the tip taken by Wagner of Grand Island Central Catholic. Whoops and a whistle, and he's walking with the ball, and Grand Island Central loses it. So it'll be thrown in by Superior in the person of Lane. Into Ziegler for the Wildcats. 34-28, Grand Island by 6. Shot is no good by Sheets. Here's Lane with the ball. The new boy Johnson, number 41. Under the basket is Lane, but he can't get the shot away, and a whistle blows, and he stepped out of bounds. So there's a turnover on the part of Superior. Central Catholic of Grand Island works the ball down. Whistle. A foul on Hobby. This will be a one-on-one shot. And it sends Janke to the line. And that's foul number 4 on him. The first shot by Janke is good. He'll get the bonus. 35-28. Janke's next shot is hit the front of the hoop. It's no good. It was short. Look at that tussle for it, and Superior comes up with it. Here you see Ziegler. Ziegler's going away shot, no good. Grand Island rebounds. Janke with the ball. .239 to be played in the third quarter. There was almost a turnover, but Grand Island came up with it. Janke drives. The shot is no good, but a foul is called, this time on Sheets of the Superior Wildcats, and that's foul number 1 on him. As time is called with the score 35-28, Grand Island leading Superior. 35-28. Now it's 36-28. And we're checking on numbers. We may have had 2 boys crossed up on the Grand Island Central Catholic lineup. We did have number 52 is Dunn and number 50 is Janovic. Jump ball is ruled. 2:06 to be played in the third quarter. Number 52 is Dunn and number 50 is Janovic. We have now corrected our record. That's Janke. Shot by Wagner, no good. Rebounded by Johnson of the Wildcats. Ziegler with the ball. shot by Sheets. A long one, no good. Rebounded by Grand Island. Here's Janke again with the ball. Dunn, shot is good. Number 52. Alan, you've had it correct. The scoring has been correct, however, though. Okay. Here's a long shot by Ziegler. That is, oh, look at it. Roll around and around and finally good for 2 points. 38-30. Grand Island in front. Grand Island Central controlling the... Janovic shot no good. Boards are cleared by Superior. Here you see Lane with it. Onto the basket to Hobby, who lays it in for a pair. 38-32 with 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Grand Island leads by 6. A long shot by Wetzel, way short, rebounded by Johnson of Superior. Here's Lane with the ball. Ziegler pumps one up to the left. It's no good. Tries another one and it's no good, but a whistle blows and there's a hacking foul called on Janke of Grand Island. That's foul number 4 on him. And to the line for the Wildcats of Superior goes Ziegler. He'll be getting 2 shots, the first of which is no good. 13 seconds to be played in the third quarter. Superior trails by 6. And they still trail by 6, as neither of those were good. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. A shot by Janke hits the front of the hoop, no good. 2 seconds, 1 second, and there's the buzzer. It won't count if it goes through the hoop. So that's the end of the third quarter, and Grand Island still leads Superior at the end of 3 quarters, 38-32. Beginning of the fourth quarter, Grand Island controls the ball. Another reminder to keep tuned for the St. Cecilia and Sutton game immediately to follow this one with Dave Hill. Jerry Granger usually sets in. There's 2 points pumped up by Dunn for Grand Island, 40-32. Jerry Granger usually sits in this spot that your announcer is in tonight. But unfortunately, he has an ill daughter in Omaha and was called there during the night and was unable to be here tonight. So the old man is bringing the play-by-play to you, somewhat rusty because this is, golly, I don't remember when I did a basketball game last. Used to do a lot of them. Had a lot of fun. Maybe I'm getting too old. Who knows? Who said that? All right, up to date with the score. It's 40-34. Grand Island leading Superior. To finish that, we only hope that the news that Jerry Granger gets about his daughter is nothing but good news, and I'm sure that all you sports fans go along with that. A beauty. Laid in there by Bill Dunn of Grand Island Central Catholic. 42-34. Superior with the ball. Onto the basket to Ziegler. He pumps it up, no good, and the tip-in is no good by Meyer, and Grand Island Central Catholic rebound. To our records, a foul is called on Lane of the Wildcats of Superior. Foul on Lane, and he's played the entire ball game. A one-on-one shot. The first shot by Wagner is no good. He doesn't get the bonus. Gets his own rebound, but over in the corner, a foul is called on Ziegler of Superior. And this time to the line will go Wetzel for Grand Island. That's foul number 3 on him. A one-on-one shot, the first of which is good. He'll get the bonus. That's 11 points for him so far in the ball game. 46-36 Grand Island. Lane with the ball for Superior as they work it around, waiting for the shot. There's a shot, a long one by Sheets, no good. Rebounded by Grand Island. Janovic did the rebounding. Here's Janke, you see now. Guarded closely by Lane of Superior. Whoops. steps and a foul is called, and the foul is on Ziegler. That's foul number 4 on Ziegler. And to the free throw line will go Janke. Shot is no good by Janke. Superior controls. Meyer from the top of the key. Swish-o! Good for a pair. 46-38. Superior trailing by that score. Wagner drives hard, passes one off as Janovic lays it in. Janovic good for 2, 46-38. 18 points for Janovic. That basket counts, and a foul was called, and it's foul number 5 on Meyer of Superior. Foul number 5 on Meyer, who goes out of the ball game. So coming in to replace him is number 31, Ken Adams. Janovic shot is good. The Superior boy had his toe over the mark, over the line, but the basket still counted in any event. So it's 49-38. Sheets with a shot, no good. Rebounded by Grand Island Central Catholic. 4:49 to be played in the ball game. Grand Island Central Catholic has never been headed. Bango, a good one for a pair there by Tom Wetzel. 51-38, Grand Island. Sheets with the ball, passes out to the new boy, Adams. He tries a shot, but it's blocked, and there's a fight for it, and Superior finally comes up with it again. Lane drives, pumps, it is good! 51-40. Grand Island leads by 11. A long pass to Janovic, in under the basket to Dunn. He tries a shot, no good. Janke tries one, no good. Loose ball. Coming up with it is Hobby. Bounce passes to Ziegler, under the basket, up and good for 2. 51-42, Grand Island. 3:45 remaining in the ball game. A long pass. Under the basket it goes, and it's good as Janovic lays it up for a pair. Janovic, good for 2, 53-42. Grand Island Central Catholic over Superior. Shot by Sheets was no good, rebounded by Grand Island. And he lost control of the ball. Down there all by himself. They ruled that it was touched last by Grand Island Crusaders, so it'll be Superior throwing the ball in. Lane jumps from in the circle, in and out, no good. The rebound is taken and pumped up by Sheets, good for a pair. 53-44, Grand Island. Superior had to win this ball game tonight to make it a 3-way tie between Geneva and Superior and St. Cecilia. A foul is called on Adam. And Allen, did the basket count? The basket did count, all right. That makes it 55-44. Grand Island, one shot by Janke is good. 56-44. 2:41 remaining in the ball game. Lane with the ball for the Wildcats. Hobby shoots a long one from the sideline, no good, and the ball goes out of bounds. Grand Island Central Catholics ball in. Janke in with it to Wagner. Long pass under the basket as he lays it up for a pair of points by Dunn. The basket will count. And the foul was called on I didn't get it. Did you, Alan? I didn't see his arm go into the air. It's foul number 2 on whomever it happens to be, though. The shot is good. Dunn lays it in for another point, 59-44, Grand Island. And with the score reading 59-44, Superior on the short end of it, time is called. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to be played in the game. Superior with the ball. There's Ziegler. Passes off over to Hobby. A turnover as Grand Island comes up with the ball. Uh-oh. And he knew it right away. Janke knew that he was walking with that ball. So Lane will throw it in for the Wildcats. Hobby's shot is no good. The board is cleared by Janke for Grand Island. There's a long, long pass, and Janovic couldn't catch up with it. Now here's another long one, but the number 2 Sheets, who lays it up good for 2 for Superior. And there was some real fast action, long passes. 59-46, Grand Island, with 1 minute and 37 remaining. Wagner with the ball for Grand Island Central Catholic. Mike McDermott, number 40, is into the lineup for Grand Island. Number 40, Mike McDermott. Foul is called on Lane this time. So that'll be 1-1 coming to the new boy, number 40, McDermott. Number 44 is coming into the lineup for Grand Island. Is John Cunningham. Number 42 is Ken Barron, is back into the lineup. He's been there before. Jim Lukaczewski is into the ball game, number 14, Jim Lukaczewski. And I believe that brings us up to date with 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining. A shot by Lane for the Wildcats, no good. Rebounded by Wagner of the Crusaders. McDermott here with the ball. There's Barron with a shot that is to the right and no good. He finally comes up with it, along with let's wait and see. And I think they put the 3-second rule into effect there. Too many seconds in the circle. So it's a turnover. Well, he didn't really turn it over because he didn't actually have possession of it. A foul on Mike McDermott, and it'll be 2 shots coming to Ziegler. First one is way short, hits the front of the hook. Number 20 comes into the Grand Island lineup. Let's check him. Gary Schmidt. Out comes Wagner. And as Wagner comes out, he comes out with a great brand of ball here tonight. Not too many points. In fact, he had how many? A total of 2, Alan. But he was the playmaker all the way through. McDermott there. Grand Island with the ball. Number 14 is Jim Lukaczewski. Let me try that again. Lukaczewski is good for a pair. Lane drives. The basket will count. And the foul is on John Cunningham. Right, Alan? Okay. The basket does count. So Lane will be getting 1 shot for the Wildcats. It's up and to the left, no good. 61-48 with 10 seconds remaining to be played. A shot by Sheets is good for 2. 2 seconds, 1 second. There's a long shot, and it is no good. And at the end of the game, the score is Grand Island Central Catholic 61, Superior Wildcats 50. Now be sure to stay tuned. We'll be bringing you the Class C District Tournament game from Grand Island High between St. Cecilia and Sutton. That game will follow in just a few moments. Once again, the final score. Grand Island Central Catholic 61, Superior 50. Now this is Dwayne Watts speaking for Alan Hartley and Glenn May and Ron Lobig and saying good night to you all.